All right, so here we are. We got our uh, auxiliary tender, the first stages of our conversion to the Union Pacific excursion auxiliary water tender. And what I did so far is I unscrewed the top. This is just open, just a bare shell now. And the top had, like, I think a couple screws. Take that and it pulled out, and that has the TMCC board on it. The bottom, the frame in the trucks, also I think it was like 4 screws come out each corner. Yeah, 4 screws, and that was removed and unwired from the board. We'll show that here in a second. And then all the little these are all brass add-ons. There's the brake wheel. There's the oil pipes. I'll go on each end. The ladders that go on all 4 corners. Those just have like little brass, like well, I don't know. These aren't brass. I don't know if they're brass or not. But anyway, they just bend. They just go through the shell. That little arm there, right here, and it goes through the shell, and then it just it's bent over then on the inside to hold it in place. And those 2 pegs go in the frame, like down here, and that's what holds that all together. So we took that out so we could paint those separately. Everything this is going to be a lot easier than I even thought it would be, because everything just comes apart, unscrews or unfastens, and yeah. So as you can see too, it doesn't say Clinchfield anymore. I used some we just had some 70% isopropyl alcohol, and I removed the lettering and cleaned it all real good, so it's ready to be the first stages of painting. Again, there's the decal set that we're going to be using. And in case you were wondering, if you're thinking about doing something like this is where we got it from. They have an eBay page, or eBay store, and like I said, that's everything right there. So all the info. So who is that? Matt Welke, you got a free advertisement from us, so hook us up next time. Anywho, that's the decal set. Looks really nice. It comes with enough to do both of the excursion tenders, both of the numbers, the 809 and the 814. Has the UP lettering for the one, and Jim Adams and Joe Jordan, and then the flags go on, obviously, on the one we're going to do. So but yeah, all the information's there, and then it also comes with a couple 4014 decals and what have you. And then it's kind of hard to see, but right there's the chalk mark for the smoke box front. So yeah, we're still on the fence if we're going to do that with our big boy, but kind of leaning towards doing it. Why not? But yeah, so there's the tender shell. I'm gonna get the frame in the top and show you what that looks like real quick. All right, so we're back. So there is the frame, the tender frame, and it's got the one plug goes to the board, and then it's got the pickup roller wiring, and that goes here. We marked it, which wires go where. I would suggest doing that. Unless you like living on the edge, but I don't. And then there's the plug for the other part of the plug. That's the board in there. Pretty simple TMCC board. There's no sound or anything, so no soundboard. And then, as you can see, we repaired all of the handrails and the stanchions and all that, so it's all good to go again. Back to 100%. Yep, there's Cal giving a thumbs up. Nothing broken. Everything's good to go. When you are taking this off, after you unscrew it, right here on the end, the handrails, this goes into the actual frame, so you gotta gently, because this is all brass, all these handrails and stuff, so you gotta gently just pry them out, just to make sure that you know, there's no damage or anything. So yeah, that's that's what we got there. So, but yeah, that's it. We're getting ready to paint. So next video, maybe we'll have some paint on some of this stuff. So other than that, yep, stay tuned. Bye. All right, we're back. So here's the frame of the auxiliary tender, and what you have is they're connected by screws to the stamped steel frame there. So we're gonna remove them. We're gonna take the trucks off, and then I'll show you what we got after that. All right, we're back. So that out of the way. So what you get is when you unscrew right there, the truck from the frame on the bolster there, you have two screws on the side frames, one there and one there. So when you remove those, it takes the whole truck assembly apart, and what you're left with are the side frames, is what we want, because we are going to paint these silver. So there they are. That's the two side frames. We're going to do the same on this one. We're going to clean them up with some alcohol and Q-tips. Get everything real nice and clean, all the little nooks and crannies, so we don't have any issues with paint adhering. And then we'll reassemble and go from there. But I just kind of wanted to show you real quick. That's the screws, and what it is, you take those two screws out, and then the side frame itself, as you can see, it's got like a little pin on one side there. If we can focus in, and over here is where the screw holds. So it just comes apart. Each one has one screw in it, and then the pin, and that's what you're left with there is a truck. I'm not going to go tearing things apart too far. I just want to leave it the way it is, and we'll go ahead, shoot these, put them back together, and hopefully we'll have a tender, auxiliary tender that is ready to go behind the big boy. So yeah, and the 844. Let's go. That's where we're at. Just wanted to show you that, and then now we're going to be getting into paint.
Yeah.
All right. So you see, we have all the paint work done. I think it came out really good. See underneath the trucks, and there you see the lens on the backup light. You even repainted the little red handle there on that valve. Yep. And come around. You got the brake wheel in that. And then, let's see here. I'll turn it around. You see the little red valve right there for that. So we went ahead and redid all that stuff. I think it came out pretty good. I think the color is about as dead on as we're going to be able to get off of spray canning it. See the ladders and all that there back on, everything put back together. We took some artistic liberties, I guess you would say, on a couple things. We changed how the red stripe on the top was, because we like that being gray right here. Instead of painting it, we decided we liked it gray. We liked it better the way it looked there. So we brought the red stripe lower on the back, and then we just kind of went down the sides, each corner, following the body line of the actual tank. You see all the handrails are put back together, and one piece again, no broken handrails. You see the top here, you can see get a little closer to the focus there. The grating detail, even painted, is still just like it was when it was the black version. This still opens. See, it's almost factory. No overspray anywhere. We taped everything off. Trying to do as perfect a job as we could. I think them trucks just came out magnificent. You know, taking the extra time just to take everything apart. I mean, everything that could be unscrewed or disassembled on this auxiliary tender, we did, to make sure we could get as close to a factory job as you know, we could replicate the Lionel factory job. I think the paint lines came out really good. I think it's fabulous. I think it came out fabulous. I am so happy with the outcome. And like I said, the paint really matches up to our Union Pacific equipment that we have. So I kind of want to show here for the yellow. This is what we use. It was a Krylon Fusion in Matte Wild Honey. We originally had another yellow, and it was too light, and so then we took a piece. I had a piece of from a Union Pacific rolling stock, and I took it with us, and we matched it up. And that, I mean, this is, I don't know how it shows in a video, but it's almost 100% perfect to like our 21-inch passenger cars and what have you. So, and then we used satin clear on everything. It was also a Krylon Fusion. Now this is High Heat Max, and the color is aluminum. And there you see the number, the product number. This is what we use for the trucks, and it absolutely nailed the trucks. They look identical to the 21-inch, and really all the trucks that we have that were silver. Just laid down real nice, clean. Took the extra time. I mean, we used alcohol on Q-tips and got every little nook and cranny clean, and everything just laid out just so perfectly. And then for the gray, what we use now, it's a gloss. It's a smoke gray. I could not find this in matte at our local store, so that's kind of why we use the matte clear. But I wanted clear to protect everything anyway. Get smudges on it or something, you wipe it off. At least isn't wiping right on the paint. So, but yeah, these were the colors that we used. And the red, I always forget to show the red, but it was like a, it was another matte color. I forgot what the exact name of it was, but as you see, that red looks really good, really right up to it. If I get a chance, I will update the color, but I left it outside because that's what we were painting. But yeah, I didn't film the painting process itself because it was a little frustrating. If we ever do a second one of these, to get the second auxiliary tender, I definitely know the route will go on it. But yeah, it came out really good. I would definitely suggest doing, I would suggest doing your gray and then taping that off, and then just taping the stripe, paint the red, and then you could tape everything off and then do your yellow last. Unfortunately I went yellow first, and then you were fighting everything else. I mean, either way it works out. It's just real tedious to try and keep the paint from, the red paint from bleeding, and onto the yellow when you're doing it. But I mean, we persevered. You can see, show you close up. I mean, it looks like a little uneven there because that's like, there's like little details there. So you can see that the line is real nice, real nice. Real happy with the outcome. So as far as this goes, I mean, the paint process, it's done. It's painted, it's put back together, electronics, everything, it's all screwed back together, and it's now ready to be decaled. That'll be our next little project that we have, and probably our next video, that's what we'll do. We'll just do a video on the decaling process. We've done some other videos on it, but like with this one, I know the factory Lionel ones, the TMCCs, and I think it was the second time they did them. They did a Legacy, and they did the flag actually right just to the body, so it didn't give that three-dimensional look that the Vision Line ones have. And in real life, that's how it is. The flag itself is a separate panel on the side of the tender. So we're gonna try and replicate that. I have some pieces of stren or board, like a plastic board. I think it's pronounced stren, but either way, we're gonna put the decal on that and then affix the flag decal to the side of the tender to give it that three-dimensional effect. And then all the rest of the informational decals and that will be on the body like it really is. And we'll do that in the next video. But we're gonna experiment and try and make the flag three-dimensional. So hopefully that comes out good. We'll see that in the next video. But yeah, we're gonna put this on the track. Caleb's gonna run around behind the big boy in an excursion train. Hope you enjoyed this transformation of a kind of neglected what was it? No, Clinchfield. It was a Clinchfield auxiliary tender, and we're turning it in the process of turning it into a excursion Union Pacific auxiliary tender for our Union Pacific steam locomotive. So hope you're enjoying the process. Happy railroading.
Yeah.